Kati nga nakiwala Kiyenyi sina member wa parliament yet nawe oli wano ate oyagala kwogera.
Omuzindalo
gw'ekyamanyi oli wano yirigale.
Mwami Ssemujju Nganda, honorable, wazze wano kutabula lukiiko.
Ddayo emabega.
Gwangamba manyi oli mukulembeze wano. Omuzindalo
soko ddeyo wali osirike.
Naawe sooka okuddiza
ddayo emabega.
Munene ku bantu. Mu honorable Ssemujju tuwe ku kitiibwa.
After running battles surrounding the illegitimacy of the outgoing leadership of the caucus, State Minister Godfrey Kiwanda, that had overstayed in the position of the chairmanship for the largest regional parliamentary caucus, the Buganda Parliamentary Caucus, contrary to what the caucus constitution states, a three-people interim committee was put in place, chaired by Masaka Municipality MP Mathias Mpuga, to organize an election for the new leadership of the caucus. 3 months down the road of no legitimate leadership of the caucus, at last the interim transitional chairman of the caucus with his committee revealed that all is set for the election of the new leadership next month.
So we have resolved in management to call members in the first week of October, that they can hold the elections and have the caucus business move. So I guess the same round there will be no excuse, members will be available on a date.
The much anticipated elections of the most controversial and largest regional caucus will be held in the presence of the Katikiro of Buganda Kingdom, Peter Charles Mayiga, and other 2 eminent Baganda, whose particulars remains confidential to the organizing committee.
Ordinarily, it will be very useful for the Katikiro, as the chief executive of the kingdom, to come and interact with the caucus, and in particular share the kingdom's vision with the caucus, because it's our thinking that the caucus must move in tandem with the aspirations of the institution of the kingdom. So it will be a very good, real idea if the Katikiro confirms his presence in the meeting and they interact with the members.
However, the presence of the Katikiro is raising controversies on why he's interested in the elections of a political regional caucus, contrary to what the Constitution states, refraining cultural institutions from meddling themselves in politics.
Katikiro is the number 1 person in the kingdom allowed to speak on matters of politics. So it is legitimate that he talks about politics. His office is not hereditary. He's not actually a cultural leader. No. He is the de facto political leader of the kingdom.
The Buganda Parliamentary Caucus is the largest regional caucus with 103 MPs. This is a third of the August House that has attracted the central government to have vested interest in who takes over the leadership of the caucus that will not sabotage government interest when they hit the floor of parliament.
I am not bothered by whatever interest the central government may have in the caucus. I'm interested in the cohesion of the caucus and the caucus focusing on the key issues that our people rather see us do. So once we get that right, whatever interests or whichever person has any other interest in the caucus, for me does not matter. If anybody finds the caucus cohesive and united, they always take off time to understand which are these interests and how do they resonate with the general interests of the kingdom. For me, that's most important. This is a Buganda caucus, platform, and you cannot separate the caucus from the aspirations of the kingdom of Buganda, in which the caucus is actually domiciled.
It must have, because members of parliament, we are about 113 members, and if we are to influence a debate on the floor of the House, you know what it means. So the government also must take interest in it. I mean, Buganda is a big force. It's to be to rely on. And if you have Buganda Caucus on your side, I think it can influence the policy.
Following the long outstanding differences between the rival Mengo establishment and the central government over the remaining unfulfilled demands from Buganda Kingdom, the kingdom's political administrative wing is skeptical about having the chairman of the caucus who subscribes politically to the ruling NRM on account that he or she may be used by government to overshadow the interests and demands of the kingdom. However, the ruling NRM has the biggest numerical strength constituting the Buganda Parliamentary Caucus. This means chances are high for the NRM having its candidate taking over the leadership of the largest regional parliamentary caucus, the Buganda Parliamentary Caucus.
The lobbying skills of what Buganda's interest vis-a-vis government is still wanting. And really we need to assert ourselves along those lines.
We do not want the Buganda caucus to be an extension of the NRM caucus. As long as I'm a member of the caucus, I have equal right with every other member. And I'd like to see every other member express and exercise their individual rights. But there's a very clear, thick red line between the NRM caucus and the Buganda caucus. I belong to the DP caucus. There's a very thick line between the DP caucus and the Buganda caucus. And those boundaries must be respected by all and sundry.
Sibasi, BS Television, Parliament.